Hi everyone. Let's work through this sample problem where we'll compute the inventory valuation and cost of goods sold for a merchandising business as well as a manufacturing business. Now the problem appears in white on the top section of your screen. We're presented with some inventory data, some purchasing data, and some ending inventory data as well relating to Pinnacle Retail and the Slope Board Manufacturing Company. And we're going to cover part one, which is a little rough to read, so let me read it to you. Compute the cost of goods sold section of the income statement at December 31st, 2005 for each company and include proper title and format in the solution. Well, I've got it all formatted for us, so all we have to do is compute the numbers, and we'll fill in the cells in yellow. Alright, so we start off by entering, let's do the retailing business first, and we need to put in the beginning inventory amount, and the beginning inventory amount from the information for Pinnacle is $150,000. Okay, then it says what was our purchases? Well, we had $250,000 of purchases. Okay, if we add those two, we get goods available for sale, so I'll use the sum feature to come up with $400,000. Then we need to subtract out the ending inventory at the end of the period, which they give us as $100,000. And if we compute that, take cell B27, I know you can't see that it's B, minus cell B28, we compute $300,000, and that's the solution for the Pinnacle Retail. So what this demonstrates, if you will, is the beginning plus the purchases less ending will come up with and calculate the cost of goods sold for the period. Now let's look at how that relates to the Slope Board Manufacturing Company. Okay, the finished goods inventory at December 31st, given above, was $300,000. Right? Our second column from above. Now, with the manufacturing business, they're telling us that the cost of goods manufactured was $586,000. Okay, so the goods available for sale, I'll use the sum feature again, is going to be the beginning finished goods plus what we manufactured, and that's the total finished goods available that was ready for sale. And if we back off the finished goods inventory, which was $200,000, we come up with the cost of goods sold for a manufacturing company. And that's what we wanted to demonstrate on part one of this quick problem. Thanks, everyone.